The green flag is in the air, and the 18 car gets a not as good jump as we were hoping. The 14 car still on the outside of him as they're battling it out, going through 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now, the 14 grabs a little bit of wall. He's in trouble. He's 3 wide going into turn 3. Tim Trowbridge is there on the outside. They all keep it straight for some magical reason. This is insane.
Wow, all these cars look real similar in pace as here comes Trowbridge to the inside of Rob Collier. Collier's going to give him some space there on the bottom. They're going to almost go side by side here. It looks like Collier's going to hold on to that position as we go down the back.
Tim Trowbridge and Rob Collier really going at it there. Rob just really prevailing on the outside. That was very surprising how strong his car was there to be able to hold back that 74 car. Now the 74 all over the rear bumper of Rob going through 1 and 2. Tim might be able to get a run here coming off of turn 2. Doesn't look like it at the moment. He's only gaining a little bit of ground now and into turn 3. The 74 still all over his rear bumper. This is where the 74 car is strong versus the 02. The 02 not as strong off the turn 4, but nothing the 74 can do now. We are still single file with the 02 in P3 and the 74 in P4. Again, this 02 car getting up to the rear bumper of the 14. Can he do anything? He's got the 74 still breathing right down his neck. Oh, the 02 grabs a little bit of wall there. This might be an opening for Tim. This is something that Tim needed going into this corner, but it's not going to come to fruition. The 74 car still holding strong behind the 02 now. Going into turn 3, we know this is where Tim is very strong. Every time he's been able to make a pass to set it up, it's right here. And here comes Tim. He's on the inside of the 02 car. Coming down the front straightaway and into turn 1, Rob gives him the position. That promotes the 74 to P3. And now going into turn 3, this is where the 74 car, again, is so strong. We'll see if he can make up another position here. The 14 gets really loose. Here comes the 74. He's looking on the inside. They're side by side now, going into turn 1. The 74 and the 14 still side by side, and contact is made. The 74 looking like he's not going to get the best out of this situation now. Going into turn 3, the 14 giving him all the room on the inside. It's not going to happen now for Tim. Coming off of turn 4 now, he's still in P3. Maybe tires are getting a little bit too warm, and he's going to be trying to cool them off here for a little bit and make another run at it.
Yeah, this is like two heavyweight fighters
we got a
sizing
caution.
each other up here.
Scott Mayhew.
We do got a caution.
Here's Scott going into turn 1. Oh, the 19's going around, hits the 29, and he keeps it off the wall. And he rolls into it, but still, holy cow. Here as the 18 car gets into the restart zone, and here he goes. He gets a great restart over his teammate of the 14 car of Mobley. The 02 car's on the inside of the 14. The 02 gets turned from the 86. We've got a huge pile up in the back. Rob Collier's around. The 86 on his lid, and it's carnage. Tim Trowbridge on the outside trying to make it work. We'll see what he can do here. He's still on the outside of the 93. We'll see going into turn 1, that outside lane not being very fast throughout this race. We'll see what he can do now. Going down the back straightaway.
Wow, they're still side by side. Trowbridge's going to leak ahead. Javon's got to give it to him. Here comes Trowbridge all the way up to P5. He's battling back with that early pit strategy as Javon falls back to P6 now. And look at Matt Yost. He's up here in P4, right in front of Trowbridge. Oh, Javon goes around.
93's around.
Mobley goes around. Wow, as Trowbridge is going to pull a little bit of a crossover there off of turn 4. He's looking to the inside of Matt Yost. He sends it in on the bottom. They're still side by side coming off of turn 2. Trowbridge is going to leak ahead here, leading into turn 3. He's still to the inside. He might be able to clear him here. Yost's going to hang it up on the outside.
He's in the marbles.
marbles.
Oh, and they're wrecking behind him. Here's the 19. He's flipping over and over. This is the 19 car. You can see the 70 car get up into the marbles. And the 19 just must not have known he was there. In the restart zone, the green flag is out in the air, and the 74 car just gets an amazing jump over his rivals. The 02 car really having nothing for him. He's already got a 6/10 gap to second place. What an amazing restart this 74 car had.
He got shot out of a cannon, and Collier was able to clear Javon to move himself up to P2 as the field rumbles behind him. Look at Morris. He's already up here to P5 on the rear bumper of Matt Yost. He's going to try and clear or get his way back up to the front of this field as he sees Trowbridge. He's already a second ahead of Collier right now. He is gone.
We saw how hard it was to pass a few or 50 laps ago with these guys 20 laps in. With Tim Trowbridge in the 14 car. We'll see what the 18 car can do to try to work over the 70 car coming through 3 and 4 now. The 18 car does have fresh tires. He's looking to the inside now, going into turn 1. We'll see if he can pull it off. The 70 car still has very, very old tires. He has not pitted at all. And now the 18 car having a little bit of struggle there trying to pass the 70 car, going through 1 and 2. He's not going to be able to do it. Matt Yost finding his way back into the marbles coming off of turn 4, and they're still side by side. Coming across the line now and into turn 1. Here comes James Morris. He is hunting down the 93 car of Javon. We'll see. It's going to just be a matter of time before the 18 can get to the rear bumper of that 93 car. The 93 car makes contact with the wall off of turn 4. This is what the 18 car needed. He is now to the rear bumper of the 93. Let's see if he can do anything coming off of turn 2 into the back straightaway.
Yeah, it looks like Morris is struggling a little bit on corner exit, getting the power down. He's real strong into the corner. Just loses a little bit on exit. He did a little better that time through. Javon, he's running a great race as well. I mean, his car's clean. He's on the same strategy as Trowbridge, just running a perfect race up here in P3. 16 laps to go in this race. Trowbridge continuously, Javon gets a little slideways there off of turn 4. Looks like Morris was not able to capitalize on it.
Javon's still doing a great job to keep ahead of that 18 car again. These tires have leveled out. The 18 car now trying to have to pass this 93 car on a mistake that possibly the 93 can make. But here it comes, Jay. We're getting into some lap traffic with this 93 car leading the 18. This might be an opportunity for the 18 to take over that P3 position.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to push the issue one bit here. I don't even think he has to try and pass these guys. He just needs to run right behind them for the rest of this race. He's only got 8 laps to go. If he could just maintain this gap, I don't think he necessarily has to. No, Jordan On's going to give him a lot of space, a lot of respect there for that 0-0 car, trying to let the leader go by, and Matt Yost is going to do the same. That's just phenomenal sportsmanship there in the back as they're battling for position while Trowbridge continues to lead. The white flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Martinsville to cap off a great season in the National Tour. Tim Trowbridge, a fantastic strategy. He put on a show here at the end, coming off a turn 4 for the final time to win the DoorstopNation.com 125. Tim Trowbridge. And off of turn 4, your champion in the National Tour, James Morris. Congratulations.
Of James Morris in that 18 car. Congratulations, champion of the Nexus National Tour.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. What a great race you ran. You had a little bit of struggles there towards the end there, trying to get around the 93 car. But regardless, a great season that you had to crown off this final race and to get the championship. Tell us what you're feeling there, James.
Oh, nothing but a bunch of emotion, excitement, happiness. Just, we worked really hard this season. Coming in with this new car being dropped on the service, knowing nothing about this car. So, week in, week out, hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of testing and learning, trying to understand these cars, what makes them tick. And I mean, I couldn't do it without the team. And the great coaches I have at over EPI and put up with all my questions, me asking on the daily. I couldn't do it without. It's just a team effort. I couldn't do it without.
Absolutely. Again, James, you fired right out of the gate as a very strong car, a contender for this championship. going and just proving that you were going to be a contender for this championship. What was your strategy throughout this season to try and get that 18 car to stay out front and just win as much as you can?
It wasn't all about winning. It was great to pull off the dubs I did, but it was all just consistency. Get consistent finishes every week, which is very hard to do. To be consistent and come into a track of Martinsville that has never been a good track to me in the past. So tonight's run here was such a huge confidence booster in my ability to drive. I couldn't do it without the team. Week in, week out, everybody working together, feedback, working together, communicating information, what they think, how they feel. Information is the most invaluable key. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. Well, that's all from me. Jay, do you have anything for James?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate you on winning this championship. You were a threat in every single race we ran this year. You had so many just great performances, dominating performances, come from behind type wins. I mean, this has got to feel amazing. All of the time and effort and work you put into this, it comes to show this is your moment, man. You're champion.
Yeah, man, it is really rewarding to put in so much hard work. At the end of the day, I know I worked really hard and had to work on a lot of areas of myself as a driver, restarts, being better on tire wear, being fast at the end on older tires, all of that. I had to train myself on everything, and it's incredible. I got to thank Scott Mayhew for getting me to run this short track league to make me learn how to be a better short track racer. I couldn't have done what I am. That's all the knowledge he bestowed upon me week in and week out.